Sometimes we forget why we're here. It's easy to fall off track. These help us remember.
These battle scars don't look like they're fading, don't look like they're ever gone away. They ain't never gonna change. These battles.
Growing up, I had a dream, something no one else could see. Tell me what it means when your faith is falling beneath your knees and you can't breathe. Everything you see reminds you of what you're not or something you won't be. You gotta take what you're given, that's how we live it. Don't be mad at the system, it's simply how we've existed. I hear a lot of people talking like they politicians and choose to be an accountant because it's safe in a business. Not because they wanna do it, just because they heard it pays. And who the fuck wants to be poor knowing that's how we've been raised? Society is getting heavy, I can feel the weight. The pressure of success is like 100 million pounds of shame. And that's the reason I'm staying up late, trying to find a way to escape the stereotypes this day and age is making me feel like the only way I'll be happy is getting signed to a label and making money through rapping. I wanna share my emotion because this world is attacking the very principle of life that lets the people be happy. If you don't have a reason to breathe, why even live? These battle scars are impressions of everything that it is.
Don't look like they're fading, don't look like they're ever gone away. They ain't never gonna change. These battle scars don't look like they're fading, don't look like they're ever gone away. They ain't never gonna change. These battles.
Now, if I had a voice that reached 100 million people, I'd tell them there's a reason that we're all created equal. Cause some decide to be great and some decide a sequel to an average person's life is simply what they want to be. So you make your decision, all I know is what I'm given. Won't define the life I lead or the way I dwell in existence. I've seen a greater image on the walls of where I'm living, and the words twisted and scripted remind me of something written. Faith is a gift that is given down to the people. If one believes it, one receives it. It's given if it is needed. Don't ever think you're trapped in a life that you never wanted. Your options are infinite, that's some mathematical logic. I'm not saying I'm a prophet, I'm speaking for what it's worth. These lyrics define my prayers and these battle scars on my church. Not saying I'm a prophet, I'm speaking for what it's worth. These lyrics define my prayers, these battle scars on my church.
Don't look like they're fading, don't look like they're ever gone away. They ain't never gonna change. These battle scars don't look like they're fading, don't look like they're ever gone away. They ain't never gonna change. These battles.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to part 4 of Getting Over It. And I'm gonna be getting over it soon. You damn right. Gonna be getting the fuck over it. Oh, whoops. There we go. Gotta shut my phone the hell up. Hey, Miss Murder. How's it going? Okay. Doesn't appear to be anyone else. You gotta turn that down. Damn. Some screeching in my ear. I say as I get the other part of my headphones. Okay, now here we go. Alright. Okay. Ah, damn it. Well, Glad we're on a good start. Glad we are definitely on a good start, ladies and gentlemen. Yep. Okay. No. Oh, whoops. I did not mean to.
What'd you do?
There we go. That was. I do not know what that was about. Slip of the finger there. Sorry about that. There we go. Yeah. Why is it? Alright. Okay. Now, here we go. Damn it.
Vash, Lancette, the topic darted in the damn it stream.
Here, come on. Ah. Okay, and up. No. Okay. I'm thinking something's wrong with... Alright, let's try this again. Okay. There. Damn it. Alright, I'm just gonna concentrate. Whoa. Ah, damn it. In the waiting room? Alright, give me just a second. Doop, 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 doop. Boop. Hey, welcome to the stream.
Hey, you de-wrenched me.
Oh, I did? Damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it must have been whenever my fingers slipped and it accidentally muted you too.
No, I muted myself.
Oh.
That you cannot take credit for. That I did to myself.
Oh, okay. And there we go. Yeah, it said it was hit. It said Miss Murder was hidden by Vash. I was like, what? No, I don't. I don't do nothing like that.
I didn't do nothing.
Hashtag Dargun didn't do nothing. Okay, come on.
Dargun is Hitler to all the Nazi zombies.
Oh, okay. No, come on.
I do not understand the concept of the game that you are playing whatsoever.
It is that you have to climb this mountain.
Why are you a man in like a cauldron with an axe, of all things?
Yeah,
Not even an axe, a hammer.
Yeah.
And you're full of it. I feel like this game is a lot darker than what people think, because that's a medieval torture method door right there.
Yeah, but just to have this person with a hammer having to move around like that, and the fact that up the sensitivity a little bit. There we go. Okay. Feels like there's
really
certain.
At work, so I'm drawing runes on my fingernails.
Alright. There's. And. Oh. Damn it.
Ooh, you said that word.
Go. And. Here we go again. Up.
Why does Vash put up with me? That is the question.
And almost. Not yet. Now the key to it is. Get it up and. Why is it going in that direction? It should be. Alright.
I don't know, Vash.
No, I rotate to the left, and then it. Oh, well, it works that time. Definitely no argument there whenever I rotated left. Okay. And okay. And yeah, damn it. But yeah, I would say that you would have a lot of fun with this game. It's very therapeutic.
Is it therapeutic, or would I want to destroy all the things?
Very therapeutic.
So, yes, to destroy all the things, okay.
Extremely therapeutic. Just makes me want, it'll just make you want to punch a baby just right in the face. Kira, hello. Welcome to the stream of anger and frustratedness.
Trying to draw with one non-dominant hand.
Okay, come on. Ah, damn it. And up. Up, you piece of shit. Wait a second. There's a way to... Okay, if I can just aim it just right. Haha! Damn it. Okay. Wait, why is there two of them with a wrench and none? And how are you today? I'm doing rather well. Alright.
Because Vash messed up, that's why. That's why there's two names that are mine.
Hashtag Dargun did do nothing.
Hashtag Dargun did all the things. Oh, hang on. Hello. 1 second.
Alright, now up. Just like that. Okay. And okay. Well. This one and up. And there. Okay, now easy. Yeah, that's right. Just a little bit more. There we go. I figured out how to aim my jumps. Okay. And there we go. Get over to this side and start going. Start going. There we go. Hi, Brian. And up there. Alright. And up. Come on. Up. There we go. Whoa, I'm not gonna be there. Okay, and come on. Sometimes whenever you play this game, it can get over the top and being frustrating. And other times it'll just go your way. You know? It's weird. Yeah, alright. Damn it. And up. No. Son of a whore. What's in the opposite direction of the boxes? Probably a way for me to go all the way back to the beginning. I would honestly not be surprised. Alright, come on.
Alright, sorry, back.
Come on. Get up there. Okay. Yeah, the actually it turns out that the top slide is too steep to climb. So
That sucks.
yeah. Okay. Nope. Been grabbing that grill over and over again. I've already done my quota for falling off this area. Okay. And there we go. Come on. That's it. That's it. Get up there.
You fail.
Okay. Now I'll tilt myself over here. And damn it. That part's pretty hard to... Okay, now up, up. Okay, there we go. Alright, now up. No. Okay. At least it knows not to just toss me down there right now. See, ladies and gentlemen, it knows better. It knows better.
No, don't.
Ah. Okay. See that? And the white frozen fox plays. Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're enjoying me get irritated at this game. Okay. How did that... What? No. Like I
Hey,
said.
Vash, meet me real quick.
Give me a second.
Never mind.
Never mind.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Nah, I thought I had a student who needed help, and they didn't. They were good.
Alright. Shit. Up. Up. Okay, no. Alright, let's try this again. No! There we go. Get up there. Okay. Yes, I thought about buying it, but when I think again, I regret saying it.
Alright, Vash, mute me. Seriously.
Alright.
I'll let you know.
And muted. You're gonna have to let me know in the chat. And it might still be a couple minutes before I notice. Son of a bitch. Okay, I can get all the way up there. That's perfectly fine. That is A-O-fucking-K. I can even get over that part whenever the game wants me to. Alright. You fold. Yep. Oh, is correct. Alright, wow, 7 people watching the chat. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully I'm entertaining for you guys and all that good stuff. Okay, now, come on. No. Damn it! It always... It just... Sometimes it does not want to do what I want it to. And that's I don't know if it's the tracker of the like how they're tracking the mouse, but and there we go. There we go. And yeah. Dang. Well, I mean, at least like, at least I'm not falling back to the very beginning. I mean, that's... Alright. I mean, that's what happens in this workaday world. Here we go. Up. Up. No. Why? There we go. Okay, up, up. Oh, son of a bitch. There we go. Up. Alright. There we go. Yeah. Seems like there's a way that's blocking over by the slide. Still here, just dealing with work issue. It's alright. Alright, now just ease down. Okay. What? The stairs is the worst part. Yeah, I mean, it seems like that. Alright, now, come on, get up. What? Yeah, that's right. I ain't going down there. Yep. Oh, shit. Some of these games, like even this game, it takes skill to actually maneuver this shitty mechanic. It does take some talent to be able to adapt and figure out how to create the proper formula when you have work at 9 but have to alright, let's see here. And whoa, I am somehow stuck at this side. Oh, well then I guess I wanted to be on the grill rather than the fucking piece of wood. Son of a bitch. Da, 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 da. Okay. You what, mate? You fucking what, mate? I'll to box your ears. Okay, here we go.
Don't have to put it on now.
Oh, fuck. Alright. Son of... Okay. Up. Up. No. Okay. Up. 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 No.
Despacito.
There we go. Yep. Despacito.
Oh, fuck.
Alright, there we go.
Oh, God.
Okay, and just gotta inch my way over.
Oh, God.
Damn it. And
Hey, look in the window. That's your sister.
what?
The window of that building has another pot that looks just like yours.
And there. Whoa. And there we go. Up. Damn it. And try this again. And son of okay. I have to say my left hand cool, my right hand suck at using my left hand. Okay. Oh. There we go. Sam's back with us.
Oh, hello.
Alright. And come on. Yeah. That is all timing right there. Timing and skill. Now, if only I could just...
Bunty King likes one of my treats at him.
Now, if I could just do the same thing over here. Can you stop bouncing every fucking time I land?
No.
Yeah, clearly this fucking sledgehammer is made out of rubber.
Vash, if you fall all the way to the bottom, I swear I'll do nothing there. That'll get him motivated.
I'll do nothing. Alright, now let's... Okay. What is up with this fucking barrier that is just keeping me from being on this side? Okay, that I know is because I hit the tire. What was... I didn't even move my fucking mouse there. He just like... The moment I landed, I didn't move anything, and then he thrust his hammer down. YouTube, don't demonetize me for that. But he brings his hammer down, and yeah. Give me 5 minutes, maybe less, and I'll be on lunch. Okay. Oh. Okay, about right. Yeah. Yeah, I am too awesome at doing that.
Hammer time!
Alright. And let's try. Screw it. Alright. Alright, and up. There we go. Trying to get up this mountain, eh? Here's that Spoderman. Yeah. Alright. Come on. come on. To those that try and do this with a trackpad, how the fuck? Alright, now. Up, just like that. Yeah. You gotta put the mouse sensitivity all the way up. That's how it's meant to be played. Yeah, totally. Yeah. Alright, let's try this again. And the other thing is I have a rough idea of how to get past the stair area. I mean, it's not as... It doesn't work as much, but you guys know. Last stream I was able to get up there. Alright, here we go. And also, I want to know in the chat, what would you guys think about me doing like a different game every day or a different type of stream every day? I mean, I think it would keep things fresh for me as a content creator. But I want you guys to, you know, I want to know what you guys think, because I don't want us to get stale by having some shit like fucking this shit fucking happening, and I just have to repeat myself over and over again just to fucking get up there. You know, because that's always fucking fun. Yeah, just send me all the way down. Send me all, you know what, I'll do it for you. There, now I'm all the way down here again. This shitty ass control. These this controls are just direct ass. How? Why aren't you picking up? That is such a latency. Okay. Alright. Up. 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 Alright. There we go. Get over to that side. Okay. Up, in, and then alright. There we go. Why the fuck did you do that? Yeah, do Minecraft. No, I'm not gonna do Minecraft. Do Roblox? No, I'm not gonna do Roblox either. Those aren't games that I'm particularly fond of, nor will I actually do because of the there's certain games that I avoid on purpose. And I'll just leave it at that. Well, actually, no. I'll go ahead and talk about it. There's a certain rabidness to certain fan bases, and I generally just don't want to really be about that. Okay, do Doom. It's my favorite game. Okay, so just something that's mindless and violent. Alright. Well, I play it at 9 a.m. Okay. I mean, I remember whenever, like, games like Doom and Quake were they still had, like, they still had, like, these trailers on the,
Oh, I can just jump in. Okay,
yeah,
I didn't know that.
as the commercials and stuff. Like, that was nice. Currently there is something in my eye. Ugh. But, yeah.
Don't cry, Vash. It's just a game.
Nah, Luna's cooking something right now.
Mm-hmm, sure she is.
She is.
Pictures or it didn't happen.
You know, you want to make a bet? If she is, then I would like $50.
You do realize I'm a massive troll, right?
Yep. That's why I know that you would not want the 50.
No, because I'm not giving you 50.
Well, how do you know if I'm not trolling and saying that she is, and just so that way you
Because you're not that clever, that's why.
wouldn't. Alright.
Because you're not that clever.
Or am I?
No.
Alright, let's see here. Come on.
You are not on me. You are not on Sensei Miastra's level.
And up.
You are nowhere near his
There
level.
we go. Up. Come on. Ah, son of a bitch.
I have to say, my left hand turned out great. My right hand definitely says I did this with my non-dominant hand. Don't judge me.
Alright, now, come on. Alright, the key to getting to these lights is just getting yourself propped up, ready to jump. Now, whenever you're at this area, you can pretty much just get yourself closer to your hammer, just like that. Closer to the hammer. Oh, son of a bitch. Okay. Now, let's try this again.
And that is why you fail, Vash. That is why you fail.
Oh, no. Try it again. Okay. Alright. And okay, there we go. I thought that would have worked. I mean, granted, I would say that there should be like a lot of scrapes and bruises all over this dude's body.
I would love to know where all the infinite water is coming from that cauldron.
How do you know it's water?
Because it's blue.
Not yellow.
What?
Because it's not yellow.
Okay.
Or red.
No.
Or any other given color.
Just have it like that. There we go. Son. Oh yeah, just keep scraping it against the ground whenever I'm trying to just pull myself. And it doesn't do that before.
Hello.
Alright. Oh yeah, in order for... I have to unlocally mute you in order for you to talk on stream. There we go. Hi, Luna. You're welcome. Alright, now. Alright.
I'll probably have to redo my right hand. It doesn't look nearly as good as my left.
Alright. Now, where do I go from here? But if you want to know what my controls are, it's just the mouse, and where that ball is exactly where my control is over anything in this game. And that would be the tip of the hammer. That's quite literally the only thing I can control.
That sounds like a personal problem.
Yeah. Alright, now. Oh, son of a... And...
So what's been going on with you, Luna?
It came out, Doom 4, it came out in 2016. Yeah, I know. It's just, okay. Doom was alright. Okay, do Star Wars Force Unleashed 2. I already had plans on it. Isn't Doom just a spin-off of Mario Party 3? No, Doom 4, it came out in 2016. I swear Doom was originally part of the Mario Kart series. Go watch a video of it. Okay, White Frozen, I don't think... Actually, no, she's being completely serious. And Luna, please quit scraping across, it's causing some noise.
Oh, create more noise? Is that what you are asking?
No, I mean, since you were denying that she was cooking, she clearly was scraping a spoon against the pan just then.
It could be a clean spoon against a clean pan, and she could just be doing that to fuck with people.
Yep. Alright.
So there.
I gotta find that.
I'm making soup, and it turned purple because I had those purple carrots.
Yep.
I didn't... What? What are purple carrots? I've never seen these things in my life.
Look up rainbow carrots. It's a package that comes with orange, yellow, or white carrot, and a purplish carrot.
The yellow ones are actually a lot sweeter.
Why do I feel like this is a GMO experiment gone horribly wrong?
Actually, it was done through selective breeding of carrot plants and not GMOs.
So eugenic.
Yep.
Yeah.
R/whoosh.
Whenever it comes to
Oh,
carrot,
that's good.
life will find a way.
No, I did it. I did a Holocaust joke and it just dropped like a lead balloon. I feel very disappointed now.
Well, at least it's not 99 lead balloons.
Speaking of lead balloons, that reminds me of Balloons Tower Defense.
What?
That was a fun game like 8 years ago. Think you muted yourself. Oh. And up. Come on.
Do 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 do. I don't know what to say in this stream now.
Damn it. Okay. No. Rip. Yeah, that's how it feels like a little bit. Rip-a-roni. Okay. Let's try this again. Son of a whore. Why does it just... Like, I have to be really sensitive. Doesn't matter how I use... Can you stop? Doesn't matter how I use that fucking hammer. It just wants to spring me somewhere random. And then just send me over to... Yeah.
Dirty jokes, dirty jokes, dirty jokes.
Alright. There we go. Get the fuck up there. Alright. I don't think tonight was my night. I'm not sure if it's my mind being distracted or what, but... Okay.
No, Vash, you just suck.
And...
Hey, Vash, do you mind if I read some of these rate my job things? Some of these are kind of funny.
What?
Oh no, this is frustrated managers share the craziest reason they've had to fire an employee.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Alright, first one is, he should have been a little less obvious. Our group had a mini team outing at a bowling place on a Tuesday afternoon. I organized it because I was the manager. We bowled and after had a few drinks. One guy decided to have a little too much to drink. Everyone there had to be at work the next day at 7 a.m., so I told everyone to take it easy. But this guy just kept taking shots. I left and went home to sleep and got to work the next day at 6:45 a.m. Guess who called in at 8:30 a.m. with some excuse about being sick? Yep, fired. Oh,
Yeah.
here's a good one. This one's called Smooth Criminal, apparently. Was managing a restaurant and noticed a new hire had really good tip averages the day before when I had been paying them out. I did morning cash out where I checked all slips against the information in the computer. The next day, I was going through her slips and noticed a discrepancy. Namely, she had added a 1 in front of the total of each tip and changed the total. How could I tell? She used a different colored ink pen. She was fired and we refunded the money. Seriously, at least you really, someone actually did. I feel like I feel like that's a Poe.
I don't know. It could happen.
Yeah,
I don't
I know,
understand how the I don't understand. Oh.
Well, what I don't understand is how did someone with a credit card not immediately check it and see like way more money missing than there should be? Because I'm like religious with that shit. You ain't taking my money. Yeah, I think I might actually know what kind of store this is because there are a lot of similar stores that use this system. Assistant manager at a store that had an actual time clock and a point system. A point system is basically just a magnet for turnover. A minute late, you get a point. The same if you are 30 minutes late. If you call in sick, you get 2 points. If you didn't log at least 30 minutes prior to your shift, no call, no show, you get 4 points. That's some bullshit.
Okay.
I know actual retail stores that do this shit. It's fucking annoying.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it destroys their turnover rate though. It absolutely destroys their morale too.
That's what's
happening. Hang on a second.
Yeah, actually Myers, the store Myers does that too. They
Yeah.
have their turnover rate is awful.
That's what's happening in my work right now.
Ooh. Okay, it took 8 points to get fired at this particular company, and the points were logged at headquarters, not at the facility. I had a single mother. Dad bailed when she was pregnant. That worked for me. She was the best employee any human could ask for. Worked hard, stayed late if it was needed, picked up extra shifts from coworkers that wanted off, and more importantly, she was good at her job. Well, her son got sick on her way to take him to the babysitter one day, and he basically projectile vomited blood all over the back seat. I saw the car. It looked like a scene from a horror movie. Needless to say, she didn't call in. He panicked and took him to the hospital. Boom, she had 4 points. Over the next 2 weeks, he was in the hospital and had random tests. The boy was 4, so when those tests randomly popped up, she would call in with him instead of having the grandmother watch him while she was at work. Twice those tests were announced while she was on her way to work, so she had to call in. I understood why she did, and I didn't mind working long shifts to cover her absence, as no decent human would have. I received a call the day after her second call in while the child was being tested, and corporate made my heart sink. I had to fire this woman whose son was in the hospital, possibly dying, and had to tell her that she was no longer employed. This guy spent 5 hours arguing on her behalf, but to no avail. He was forced to fire her the next day. He goes on to say that he did tell her why they were doing it, and he explained her the phone calls that he had made, and that they just didn't care about her situation. He gave her cell to use me as both a reference and to list me as her supervisor. Well, he then immediately quit his job without notice, set the keys to the store in the back office, and walked out of the office and through the store with her. Walked out of the building together. I given her a few recommendations since then. She was employed a few days after he fired her. And luckily her son was fine in the end, and he had gotten a hold of a toy that had some bleach in it from being cleaned. Okay, so at least that one has a happy ending.
Yeah, like he also walked away from that management. A lot of people, they would not take that. They would not just sit there and go, you know what, I'm not going to work for this. It takes some balls to actually do that.
Oh yeah, because it goes on to say that this man was a father as well, and he understood. But I will say, any company that uses that damn point system, I automatically just think, you know what, you guys are pieces of shit. Because all that does is it gives you a massive turnover rate, and I mean massive. And if you're gonna employ a point system, put it for shit that actually could hurt the company. Not like a no-call, no-show, fine, but if they have like a doctor's note the next day, or like they have a legit reason, like there was a family emergency or something, well then yeah, fine. Like, have a redemption system if you're gonna use a point system.
Oh, with the point system that we had over at that factory, one of the things that they would love to do is, you ran out of medical days? Oh, that's fine. We'll just take your vacation day.
Yeah, they
that's
take
cool.
vacation, and they have a personal day system, but you only get one personal day every 6 weeks, up to a count of 8. And then you only get 10 medical days from the time that you hire in. They do not refresh your medical days. After those 10 initial days.
That sounds, well, I'm in a different state than you guys, but here that would be like contact OSHA and shit.
Oh, whenever we do, there's nothing that ever happens, because they have that good old boy system.
To be honest, I wish they were unionized, because half that shit wouldn't happen.
And well, unions aren't the solution either. It's like basically you're choosing a lesser of two evils at that point.
Yeah, but at this point it is, because it takes 65 days to work off, and that's working days, so if you miss, it doesn't count. If you take personal day, it doesn't count.
Yeah, you have to have 65 days in a row
to work off a point.
That's
and they only have 3 points.
Yep, 3 points and you're gone.
Dude, that's some bull.
and getting injured and having to go to the doctor, it's essentially
I'm
teetering
sorry,
on a knife's edge.
You know what? I'm sorry, but that should not be fucking... Actually, I know in my state that shit is not legal. They cannot fire you because you were injured. They cannot legally do that.
Well, the thing is it's proving that injury happened on the on the job and everything else. That's the thing is there's a
No, even if you're not injured on the job, going to seek medical care and them firing you for having to take off because you are injured, even though you're seeking medical care, you're getting the note. You kind of need the insurance from your working company in order to pay the bills.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. In my state, that they can't do that. That's like way illegal. Like way illegal. Like that could destroy a company illegal.
Oh, but here you want to know the most messed up part? Here it is a privilege to work there.
You know what? I'm 90% sure now that one of my old managers actually used to work in one of those states.
But yeah, they try and say
that's how he would treat his employees.
it is a privilege to work here. It's like
No, it ain't.
no. Considering that working at this area has been proven to literally make you sick. And I'm meaning like it makes it to where it makes your liver weak.
You have to go to the doctor.
It makes your liver weak. It makes it to where you can't necessarily like your immune system goes down. And you have to be like walking on eggshells, taking dietary supplements and everything else in order to make sure that you're actually going to be able to do your job. Oh, and let's not forget the fact that half of the people are on pain meds, and the other half of the people that are keeping up with the people that are on huge amounts of pain meds are on fucking crystal meth. Yeah, that's always fun.
And people call my city fucked up.
I would actually like to try getting a job in a state that's not a right to work state, because right now this is a pain. The paperwork is much more complicated.
It's like...
But
that's
just
basically what they're doing. I hate to say it, but that's exactly what it sounds like.
what?
Cut out a bit, Sam.
I was saying, it doesn't sound like they want employees. They want freaking slaves that, you know, do as I say and be grateful for the opportunity.
Yeah, that's pretty much how they are.
That's some bull. That's some massive bull.
Yep. But like I said, they go by the good old boy system, so you know,
That
even
ain't no good. That isn't even good old boy system.
no,
That's
what I'm saying is how they keep it.
Yeah, there's a extremely nepotistic system in place at this job. Like, by seniority and what I know how to do, I should be on the floor already. But no, I get stuck up on the line where eventually, right now, I can't do my job even.
Yeah, by the way, what's funny about that point system and what makes it really messed up is a person that doesn't know shit about anything in a line position will get line lead or supervisor faster than anyone else there. A person sitting there with points on them will not go anywhere. They will sit there in the same deal, and if they have 2 points, guess what? You got to spend 120 days. That's 4 months non-stop working.
Like every day of the week?
No, you have weekends off, and then sometimes they work you those.
Yep.
No, fuck that. No, fuck that.
Oh, but it's a privilege to work here.
It is not a privilege to be treated like shit.
That's why I was saying in this case, the union might actually help.
Like a lesser of two evils.
Yeah.
Alright. I mean, I've seen both sides of it get abused, but seeing that side, it's just like the turnover rate's extremely high, and they think that because they think that that's a good system because they can turn, you know.
Is super high. After what you're doing is basically saying, hey, you know, basically, I look at that shit and I'm like, okay, so what you're saying is that the employees are not important, even though they're the very backbone of what you do. Your reward, you know, blind compliance, and people legitimately killing themselves just to, you know, keep their job.
Yep.
And, but you know what that does, a high turnover rate or bad management? It makes great employees leave, good employees stop caring, and just creates more bad employees that just don't want to do anything.
Yep. But you know, they don't understand that. They think that if they can, they think that if they just they switch up just like maybe 1 to 2 things, and you know, it should be,
They think that'll
should
fix
be
everything, and it won't. No.
Yeah, or they
Oh,
should.
no, I got my old boss in some serious trouble with OSHA before I. It was bad though. It was really, really bad though. We had this back room where there was this like little narrow hallway, and then up about a flight of stairs was our break room. So this pathway was maybe about 3 feet across and maybe 20 feet long before you got to the stairs. Well, that space was reduced to about 1.5 feet-ish because they would put boxes in this area of stock. Now, keep in mind, this is a really old building with really, really, really old wiring. This is a building that was built 75 years ago and hasn't really seen much maintenance since.
Yeah.
This was not a building that I would trust, okay? There was no way out of that break room except down those stairs. Those boxes were basically kindling, waiting to happen.
Yeah.
There was no fire extinguisher up there. There was nothing. Nothing. Not even a bucket you could use to douse the flames with. There was there was what we suspected was black mold in the dairy department. Up on the vents, mold all over the vents.
Ew.
We had literally mushrooms growing in the corners of the area where we kept all the eggs in the refrigerator, because it was kind of busted, and it wasn't as cold as it should have been, not by much, but enough. And because no one ever cleaned from all the, basically from any broken eggs that may have leaked. So we had that. We had fucking fungus there. That was disgusting. Bread that would be left on the shelf that would be covered in mold. Tons expired products all over the store. You know, rules saying that for a band of employees that were mostly retirees and elderly, or those with medical conditions, that they could not have water at the register. They couldn't keep water by the little shelf that we had for by the help desk. We couldn't keep water there. We were not allowed to leave our register for any reason other than to leave for the end of our shift, break, or lunch. And we only had a 15-minute break, and you only got a 15-minute break if you worked 5 hours or more, and you had to work over 6 hours. And yes, your lunch would be deducted. So if you were working a 6-hour shift, you would get a 15-minute break. That's it. Because they would take that half hour. So no, you were only working 5.5 hours. This is not how. Now, I'd worked at that store for about 5 years, and it wasn't until the last year that I worked there that shit started happening. We would get passive-aggressive little notes everywhere by this new manager. He tried to make it so that we couldn't change our availability whatsoever. And
Oh yeah, don't you love how some of those people try and do that?
Oh no, he tried to, but one of the managers, one of the assistant managers, like legitimately pulled him aside and stopped him, and he goes, "You do realize most of these people have worked here for well over 20 years?" He goes, "No, that wasn't agreed." He goes, "It doesn't matter. You will lose all of them within a week if you pull that." And we have college students there too. So their availability fluctuates drastically. They couldn't do that because legitimately the amount of people and how small that town was, they would have lost the entire business, but they still might lose the business anyway.
Yeah. I mean...
Because I went back there. I knew people throughout the entire store. I went back there on one of my days off, and I took my phone out and I started snapping pictures of all there were fire hazards in there, there was mold problems, fucking shit that could have gotten us shut down by the health department very quickly.
Yeah,
I took all those pictures and I typed out a small little email to OSHA, to whom it may concern. I didn't sign my name. It was a throwaway email. I just sent it in. A few days later, fucking health department came in, OSHA came in. Unfortunately, I was leaving as they were coming in. I didn't get to stick around and watch. But apparently he got chewed out. big time. Because of all the violations. And because he was legitimately breaking the law. He was breaking Illinois state law.
Yeah.
With a lot of his policies. But luckily, I got out of that job. I'm happy that I did. And I'm also very happy that I actually that boss, he actually was forced to quit. He was pushed backed into a corner. He had to put in his 2 weeks notice.
Yeah.
Because, well, when you go from one of the busiest stores of this small little chain, and then, like, I think out of all the 7 stores that there were, we were the second busiest, and the only one that was busier than us was the original store. That was a few towns over.
Mm-hmm.
And considering we were still the second busiest store and we're still making a pretty damn decent profit margin, even though we were literally one of like 7 to 8 different grocery stores in like a 5-mile radius of each other, that we were still doing that good of a business, for us to then drop to the lowest profit margin due to our turnover, due to all the things that he was implementing, the fact that he was rude and obnoxious towards the customers, that he was humiliating employees in front of the customers, that just turned people off so fast. He literally lost the owners a crap ton of money. I don't have the actual numbers, unfortunately. I wish I did.
Well, I mean, our the one that I'm talking about, almost goes bankrupt, gets bought out by another business, and then they're just basically going like, oh well, let's not change anything. Let's keep everything relatively the same. All the people, all the jobs, let's just change the brand, and that'll make it work out. And it's like, no, that's not how things work. Just because you change the fucking
they're not
name.
Even changing the brand. They're basically what it is it's a bigger corporation buying out a smaller one, saying, okay, you guys work for us now, and you get to keep your name and everything. And the way you run things. How's that been? I hope they change something, but from what it looks like right now, they're not changing anything.
Well, what can you do? But, well, here's another story. Hopefully it'll lighten the mood.
Go ahead.
This is, you would think they would have known better. Favorite event happened right after Christmas in 2012. The grooming salon needed some extra help washing dogs, so this person hired a sweet, young, red-headed girl that they're calling Lizzie. Now, the head groomer and her assistant were a pair of mean girls and decided that they didn't like Lizzie, so they came up with a plan to make Lizzie leave. Now, Lizzie had just gotten a nice new purse for Christmas, so the head groomer and her assistant decided, let's ruin the purse. When Lizzie found out what they did, she came running to this manager crying with the most awful-smelling purse in the world. Thankfully, the groomer mean girls weren't too smart and did it right in front of a camera.
Huh.
And Lindsay and this manager both sat and watched as they did this. When firing these 2 girls, they told me the whole process, that they had decided to collect dog feces, gland secretions, and old rotten Chinese food, mix it all in a bag, and let it ferment for a week. They then poured all of this into the poor girl's bag. Both of these women were in their early 30s and with children.
Wow.
This is shit that even a high schooler would look at it and say, that's a bit extreme. Hell, I know high schoolers that would look at this and go, no, I'm reporting you to the
What are you
damn
doing?
principal. Yeah.
Hey, zombie doll. I am playing Getting Over It. That's what I'm doing.
Oh, here's a good one. Couldn't think of a better place. Years ago, I temped in a clean room working on computer parts. One day, I suddenly smelled something that smelled like pot in the clean room, which wasn't supposed to happen ever. Next thing I knew, everybody was getting up and I followed the crowd. There were 2 clean rooms separated by a hallway. In the middle, there was the room that cleaned the air that circulated between the 2 clean rooms. The crowd from our clean room converged with a crowd from the other clean room, and the supervisors went in. Inside were a couple of guys smoking a blunt in the back. They thought it was the perfect spot because the air was being pulled out of the room and they couldn't smell it. Everything had to be scrapped. Losses in the tens of thousands. Both were fired on the spot and the police were called.
We can't smell it over here, man. Well, alright.
No, but the rest of the building can.
We don't know what you're talking about, man. With the rest of the building.
Dear God, this is a good one. This one, I'm not even going to read it because I don't want to spoil it. Was working in Australia and hired an American from Oregon. Called him. This person is too American, and that's important. It wasn't one simple act, but a collection of terrible decisions so grand. Now, this person hired him because he needed someone pronto, and the hiring had to be done now. He was ready to go and able to
No, that's, this is, Lady Kimpo, aka Miss Murder. Not him.
I do not sound that male. Anyway, he was ready to go and able to do this relatively simple lifting job. The next day, he got kicked out of the hospital because someone stole his meat out of the fridge. He then asked me if he could stay with me until he found a new hospital. Whatever, sure. It was the dumbest decision this manager or supervisor ever made. The next day, I was sitting in my home, and I heard banging. Walked into the kitchen on the other side of the house, and he was trying to cut a can of blackberries in half with a butter knife. Dude, what are you doing? Man, what in the world? How am I supposed to open these things? It's bull, man. With a can opener? Wait, you mean like one of those things you use to open a can of brewski? He makes the hand gesture. Yes, sorta. It's brother, really? Always on a pocket knife together, different ends together? Basically, what? What are those? Are those for brewskis? You're stupid. How would that even work? All brewski bottles are twist off. Forget this, I walked off. About 10 minutes later, I walked in the kitchen for water, and he was sitting on the couch, and it looked like he broke the can open with a rock, eating blackberries with his hand, smiling ear to ear. 2 days later, at this point, he had proven to be a horrible, horrible employee, but at home, sitting in this guy's office, he walked in and asked for a pair of socks. His were dirty and he didn't want to do a load. I told him no. He complained before he walked off. I think this dude is hired a neckbeard at this point. A few minutes later, he was back and asking for a pair of scissors. He grabbed them, said thanks, and walked off. He walked back to my office, stood behind me, but said nothing. This guy ignored him for a solid minute, but could feel the energy build.
What the fuck?
Basically, he turned around, and this dumb fool was so proud of himself, he held up 2 socks. What is that? Dude, I made new socks. Huh? I took one of my old socks and cut it in half. Now I have a pair. It suddenly clicked. I hired a spastic. Dude, what are you talking about? You cut a sock in half. Now you just ruined a dirty sock. In the back of my brain, I put it together. He thought it was a new sock he created were the same as a clean pair of socks. Basically.
Mhm. Yeah, he.
Basically, the dude was fired when he was caught bragging to a customer about his hourly pay. Now, I'm just gonna say this: in the States, that's actually a pretty big taboo. You don't talk about money.
Not for the most part. The only time that you do is whenever it's brought up by, like, the other party.
Quick question, how many kids do we have in the chat? Anyone under the age of 18?
I'm actually unsure.
Chat, how many of y'all are minors? Please be honest, because this next one is good, but I don't want to say it in front of a bunch of kids.
I'm thinking 1, maybe 2.
You never stop.
Hi, Knives.
Oh, hey, Knives.
Hello.
So do you think it'll be okay, Vash, or not?
I guess.
I mean, this is on Facebook, so I don't think it would be too raunchy.
Yeah, it shouldn't be too bad.
All right. A thing for Santa Claus. Used to manage a hotel. You would not believe the number of female employees I had to constantly remind it was against policy to fool around with the guests. One woman, she was about 20 years old, who I had to remind this several times, was caught in the act with a guy who was about 65 and looked like Santa Claus. After she was fired, one of her co-workers told me that she had a thing for Santa Claus and thought she'd never get the opportunity to act on it, so it was worth the possibility of getting fired and caught.
No. Alrighty. I'll be back in a uno momento, por favor.
Uno momento.
Yeah, that's it.
Uno momento.
Uno momento, por favor. Yeah, gotta go buy some smokes. I'll be back.
Yeah.
Here's another one. I had an employee once test out the fire suppression system at a restaurant. It turns out it worked great. We had to shut down the restaurant for 4 hours in the middle of the day to clean up. He's not the dumbest one involved, though. That honor goes to the guy who told him that the suppression system didn't work, so the first idiot would pull it. The guy thought we couldn't fire him since he didn't actually pull the pin. That's right, he thought he could dare someone to do thousands of dollars in damage and not get fired.
You know, I'm honestly not surprised that there are people like that these days.
Neither am I. Neither am I. Okay, there's
What? I
always a
didn't
reason-
pull it. Yeah, but you're
That
the
sounds like
idiot.
something a 10-year-old would say,
Yeah.
to be perfectly frank with you. Alright, one more and then I gotta mute myself real quick so I can go back to my job.
Yep.
There's always a reason behind a new policy. I had to fire a brand new employee on his second day for the job for backing out the maintenance truck. He neglected to close the wide-open passenger door. It got caught on the concrete security pillars, and it was bent back about 90 degrees out. Then the idiot attempted to drive forward like nothing happened. He bumped into the curb. Several of our employees had to flag him down halfway down the parking lot because he wouldn't stop. "Oh, my bad," was all he said. We started mandatory urine tests for all new employees after that. Okay, one more, because that one was really short. Worked at a car factory where a guy got fired for tasting the rust inhibitor. This was after he once attempted to slide on his belly under a row of carriers, move the bumpers on a line through the factory because he thought it would save time. Direct quote from the boss on the subject. I mean, there's some places for stupid people around here, but this was just beyond stupid. If I put him on the wash, he might wander inside to see how it worked.
Oh, I've seen a person that was, they were so dim that they actually took what was it? It was like, it was for women, birth control. They took birth control thinking that it was human growth hormones.
What happened to them?
They lived a very, very successful life where they became a scientist and helped us with space travel. What do you think happened, Luna?
I don't even know what to say. That's beyond stupid. The only thing I have that might actually beat that out is when I worked at a grocery store and I had a customer ask me for a John Bonero pepper. John Bonero pepper.
A John
And it took me about 2 minutes to say, "Do you mean habanero?" Before I figured out what the heck she wanted. All right,
a John Bonero. I'll take a John Bonero. That actually just sounds like a that sounds like a drink. I'll have the John Bonero. Alright, and jumping across here. Okay, now that part's easy. Go up. Oh, son of a bitch. Okay, now. Come on. Come on. Stay up. No! Not going down like that. Alright. Now. Alright. Yep, I'll just take it all the way down. Alright, what the fuck?
At least you're not on the other side of the tree.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's just go down even further. And this is why I don't like playing this game while I'm irritated. It didn't help. Well, it didn't help that I have ESO rated bosses going on while listening. Oh, that's cool, man. And now up. Up. And come on. Alright, now up, up. Okay, up, up. Damn it.
Okay, I'm back.
Now I got up to there. Oh, welcome back, Sam.
You sound tired.
Yeah, tired and irritated. I was meant to be woken up early. Yeah, I was meant to be woken up earlier, or at least early in the morning tomorrow. But unfortunately, or as some people would say, fortunately. Yeah, it was that job where I got to set things on fire. Yep. Can I?
Oh, Vash, this is so... I know I keep telling you I want you to play Quap, but this is so much more torturous.
Yeah, but you said that Quap was more torturous than this game. Clearly he did not understand what this game is.
Oh no, I understand it. I've just seen people play it a lot better.
Ouch.
Or have they played it with editing? Because I saw Markiplier did it a lot of editing.
No, this was like live stream playing.
Oh, well, I mean, I would like to...
The Septic Llama played this once as well, and he's a lot better than you.
Yeah, but...
I think Omegon also played it, and he was at least... He got somewhere.
Well, I mean, I've gotten somewhere. It's just, within these, streams, I've also lost it, and then regained it, and then lost it, and then regained it, and then lost it. It's kind of how it is. It's kind of how this game works.
Did Stu really? Oh, Stu's being a jackass.
What's he doing?
I posted a picture of my nails, and he was on me about, do you paint outside the lines? Because I have a tendency to get the polish all over my cuticles and all over my fingers, because, you know, reasons.
Yeah.
And he sent me, when he told me this, I sent him a gift that says deal with it. And he sent me, as a reply, how not to paint your nails. My easy technique for how to paint your nails perfectly. I also show you how not to paint your nails.
Okay. But yeah, this game...
I need to send him a gift, a flipping the bird gift.
This game is like super irritating. Especially since sometimes it just feels like the sledgehammer just wants to just do whatever it wants.
So many choices.
Okay. But yeah, last episode I made it past the stairs and then fell all the way down. And this episode, it just doesn't seem like I'm gonna make any progress whatsoever.
And that is why you fail, Vash. That is why you fail. Dishonor upon you, dishonor upon your family, dishonor upon your cow.
But did Omegon beat this?
I don't know. I didn't see the full stream. I don't think he beat it, per se. But he played a hell of a lot better than you did. Because you do.
Well, I mean, have you seen my other streams?
Yeah, he still stuck.
Yeah.
Oh my god. My fucking subscribers.
Okay.
Oh, I love my subs. I truly, truly do, but they're all insane.
For the most part, I only get about, I think it was like 10%. of peeps that are regular viewers. At least I think it's 10. Then again, it also varies on which game that I play. Like if I play League of Legends, there goes like at least a third of my view count, or a third of my subscriber count for views.
What, they don't want to watch League of Legends?
No, I'm saying a third of my subscriber count would be as my view count, meaning that I would at least be in at least 100 views. And I choose not to because I just don't want to be known as that guy that plays League of Legends.
I don't think anybody wants to be that guy that is known for playing League of Legends.
Oh, actually, there's a few people, like the support professor, which I've watched his videos a few times. If you're in the chat, say hi. But you know, his stuff's pretty good, and he's a diamond rank player. What's funny though is diamond. Okay.
I'm not a gamer. I don't know what that means.
Alright, it would basically be the equivalent of like a 8th Dan, I think.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I thought you knew martial arts.
I know martial arts, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm in a different system than you are.
Well, what I'm saying,
Are we
like...
talking 8 black or what?
what it's like, okay. It starts out with bronze. It starts out with bronze 5, and then it goes all the way up to bronze 1. And then it goes to silver 5, goes all the way up to silver 1. Then it goes to gold 5, goes all the way up to gold 1. Then it goes to platinum 5, goes all the way up to platinum 1. And then it goes to diamond 5, and then it goes all the way up to diamond 1. And then it goes into challenger rank, which then it goes all the way up to 1. And then it goes finally into master tier. In order for you to even be considered average, you have to be gold.
That's... Wow. Yeah.
And I used to, my rank that I actually worked my ass off on, I got around gold 2, so. But I also play against people that are platinum. For funsies. They're pretty cool. Okay. But yeah, I was only like a gold 2. How did that... Well, at least I'm still up at this area. And up. Okay.
Oh, Vash, I gotta tell you about this one. I got a
Good.
very interesting request in the comment section of one of my videos.
Oh,
Now, keep in mind, for those of you who don't know me, I run a horror, creepypasta, true crime channel. I am, like, you know, gender swapped, very, broke, freaking. Basically, I run my channel a lot like Rob Dyke used to run his channel when he had it.
he still has his channel.
Well, he doesn't like I haven't seen him upload in quite a while.
Oh, well, yeah, that's because he's just kind of busy with everything.
Anyway, if you're familiar with Rob Dyke, that's basically what my channel does, plus creepypasta reading and other shit. Here, let me get the comment so I can read it word for word.
Alrighty, I made it back in one piece.
Alright, welcome back.
Here. Here, this is about 3 days ago. For my masking the smell video, which is literally a creepypasta about a serial killer, legitimately. I do not hide the fact that. Oh, thank you. First comment. You should do reading of some of the better pony fanfic. You have the voice, you just need more ... question mark.
What?
Yeah, my response. Pony, as in the TV show, My Little Pony? Yes, now before you roll your eyes, hear me out. I read a lot, I mean, like a lot. Now you can believe me or not, but some of the best stories I've ever read are pony fic. Some of the most heartwarming, heart-hurting, some of the most horrifying, etc. come from the MLP fandom. The stories are... I don't even know what heat killers are. It says,
I like how you can barely get the sentence out. It's so hard.
Because I didn't know how to respond to this. It took me like 3 hours just to respond to it. It says, but I'm just a fan and will be happy with whatever I can get. My only response was, eye rolling is not the reaction I was having. I'm really not a fan and am not in the slightest bit familiar with the show. This is a very strict horror, paranormal, and true crime channel. I honestly don't think that would go over very well with the other subs.
Yeah. I didn't subscribe to you for pony fan fiction.
Yeah, I then asked, I'm like, I have to ask, I had to ask the dude if he was a minor. Because I'm like, basically my reasoning for, I'm sorry I have to ask this, but my channel isn't geared for kids. I'd really rather not get sued by any parents because one of my videos gave their child nightmares or upset their children. Long story short, he wasn't a minor. This man is old enough to be my father.
Hmm.
And wanted me to read My Little Pony fanfiction.
Is this just a rando, or...?
No, this is actually someone who is subscribed to me and has been for a while.
Oh. Well, why are they wanting you to read My Little Pony?
Because
I mean, I don't mean to, I
I'm looking
really
at their
don't mean to
channel
laugh.
right now, and all their liked videos are like My Little Pony.
I really don't mean to laugh at that, but
And
come on.
okay, My Little Pony, survival prepping for normal people, and my videos these are mainly. Let's see. Yeah, he subscribed to my channel a long time ago. Or not long time ago. Let's see. Yeah, he's been subscribed to my channel for about 3 weeks.
Huh.
Because the first video he liked on my channel was one that I just did not too long ago. Oh no, I'm not shaming the guy. I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm not trying
but
to
I
shame
mean-
him whatsoever. He just kind of caught me completely off guard.
Oh yeah, like nothing
Like,
wrong with you, man. If you're here, but all fandoms.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if he's here, if he's subscribed to you, I'm
Yeah.
sorry if I upset you by talking about this, but this dude just legitimately caught me off guard, just like completely blindsided me over here. I'm just like, wait, I'm a horror channel. Why would I put My Little Pony fandoms on here?
Yeah.
It's like,
And then Twilight Sparkle came in with a knife floating in front of her. As Pinkie Pie said, I hope that's for cake.
Oh God. But no, there's multiple reasons as to why I would never do any My Little Pony fan fiction reading, or really any fan fiction reading on my channel, unless, well, I wrote some fan fiction, but I would never read them on my channel because they're not exactly made for that channel.
Now, what we need to do is we need to get a fan fiction from Sam over here, and we need to get Magog and Undoomed to read it.
I'm going to have to kill you, Vash. I hope you know this.
Oh, why is that?
My fan, I will not be revealing what my fan fiction name was. I will not be revealing how long ago it was. Nothing.
It was Seriously Strange and Undoomed and Suit and Magog. I don't know how this is gonna work.
Nope. I'm not. I will die before I reveal those secrets of what I wrote on that particular forum. I'm actually kind of considering going back to it. I actually do have a lot of people that followed my stories, and I keep getting emails from them. It's actually kind of funny. But that was more. That was my first taste of the viral fame, right there, many years ago.
Mine was on peer-to-peer networks.
You know, there actually is a fan fiction of Bearing and Undoomed. It is an erotic fan fiction. There's one that does exist.
Yeah.
And it is on YouTube. It is on YouTube.
Didn't they read it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surprised it hasn't been taken down. I'm like legit surprised.
Okay. Well, I think today, I don't know how long I've been playing so far.
Let me check.
I turned against
2 hours.
I turned against most of the fandoms I was unintentionally part of. Just tonight, I had a revelation that horrifically embarrassed me.
Yeah, we all have that, honey. It's okay. Don't worry, you learn
mean,
to cry and hide your cringe on the inside.
I'll be honest, I actually have watched My Little Pony. And hear me out, I was babysitting. Shut up. But well, that's how it started. I did watch like a few episodes of it, and I was like, all right. Like, I could understand why some people would enjoy it that would be, you know, adults, because it had, you know how they have those like adult jokes written in just so that way the adults are that are having to watch the kids
are mildly entertained.
Yeah.
Yeah, they used to do that all the time on Sesame Street.
Oh, they used to do that all the time on Cartoon Network.
Oh yeah.
Everywhere.
PC Police.
Every. I remember whenever they were.
Do you remember Ren and Stimpy?
Yeah.
That was an awesome show. I was for quite some time. I think until I was about 12 or 13 years old. I had to sneak watching Ren and Stimpy, Ed, and Eddie, Cow and Chicken.
Wait, Ed, and Eddie? You had to sneak watch Ed, and Eddie?
Mm-hmm.
How was Ed, and Eddie bad?
Apparently my parents didn't like it, so.
Oh, well. It was literally developed by...
I know, but they thought it was inappropriate. Yes, my family is Catholic. Shut up. Don't judge.
Oh, well, I mean, at least you didn't have the Pokemon as the devil. Or the electronic demons, aka Pokemon Go.
Sadly, I have seen that though. Unfortunately.
I guess I got lucky. My mom was just like, you know what's reality and you know what's not, right? And you know what's church and what's not. And I was like, yeah, I think I got it. And gave me a remote. But I'm also that kid that was watching nature documentaries for hours, so.
Yeah, that's what I actually turned into. My dad always can tell.
And westerns.
My dad always knew whenever I watched TV in another room aside from mine, because it would always be turned on to National Geographic or the History Channel or True Crime TV.
I watched sci-fi. Let's see here. What were my main channels? My main channels were Sci-Fi, Comedy Central, Cartoon Network, and AMC, or Turner Classic Movies.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, it could have been worse. I mean, my dad had cable, so. It could have been a lot worse. Well, my biological mother, she didn't have cable, but somehow we still managed to get the BET network.
Yeah, somehow.
I have no somehow, by some odd twist of fate.
You know, I had something like that happen, except it was, we had an antenna, like the rabbit ears.
And did you have the tin foil at the end of it?
Yep. both of them.
Yep.
But
same here.
this thing,
And the VCR box, the channel VCR box that was not plugged in except to show the time.
yeah, ever. But
That's how we
yeah.
knew there was guests coming. That thing would have been plugged in and set right.
Yeah.
It looked like we had cable.
It looks like cable, but no, not really.
No.
Let's just sway you instead of asking you to watch, watch a show or watch some TV. Let's just sway you instead to watch this shitty ass VHS with us.
Yep, that was pretty much it.
As we've already watched it 37 fucking times.
Oh no, what was great was right next to the cable box, she decided to put the VHS rewinder that legitimately got more use out of it than anything else in the house.
Back whenever Be Kind and Rewind was actually meant something.
Yeah. God, I miss those days. I miss the video stores. Those were good days.
Oh yeah.
You knew it was going to be a good day when any time that your parents were grocery shopping and they said, "Hey, how about you come along? We're going to pass Blockbuster." We get to pick out a movie.
Yeah. Oh my God. Okay, now I'm starting to understand how to do this.
That was legit bragging rights.
Yeah. One of my all-time favorite things to do was go to movie gallery or Blockbuster, But, well, it was Blockbuster before and then movie gallery. But I would also go to Hastings as well. And Hastings was like literally the only thing that we had for entertainment. And
there is legit a video rental store that is still in business near my house. Like legit in business, does good business, and I know exactly why. It doesn't, there are no movies anywhere in the store that get rented out. It's pretty much just cardboard. Just the cardboard cutouts of the movies that they used to do when they were out.
Mm-hmm.
Just so the shelf looked nice. It's 90% that. But they have the most massive and amazing adult genre. I'm trying to say this at work. Adult movie section, the most incredible that I have ever seen in my life. This room is massive. It's like half of the entire store. And it has legit everything. One of my friends actually knows the owner, walked in, and all he said was, "I need to prove a point. Let me see the room." The owner didn't even question it, just grabbed the keys and walked us to the back.
I need to prove a point.
Well, no, because my friend had been telling me for years that he knew where the biggest collection of this particular genre was at, and I didn't believe him that it was legitimately keeping a family-run movie rental business alive and well in this year, and it's still up. It's still up and running. It's still earning a decent profit.
Hey.
And I didn't believe him for a minute. I didn't believe him for a single second. And then I saw this room. And it was like I had stepped back in time.
Except all of it was adult oriented.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. imagine if a certain website that caters to this particular culture was a store. And that's what it was.
Okay, come on.
All I'm gonna say is imagine if the hub was a store.
Yeah, I know. I was already picking up what you were putting down. See, like just then, how I just did that double bounce. I literally sat there with doing nothing. I did nothing with my mouse during that time. But instead, it just wants to bounce me like 4 times. Okay. There we go. In a lot of ways. Oh. Yeah. Okay. No! No, damn it! I was an idiot. Come on. Let me in. There we go.
Big bro moves slower when in tight places.
Well. Oh, well.
Vash, you fail. You fail at life.
And
I
over
want
here.
to know who stacked all of these things. I would love to know this. I would love to see the origin story of this game. I think that would be interesting.
Yeah, I mean...
Oh, my back is cracked. Oh, that feels so much better.
Damn it. Da-na-na. Okay. Damn it. Okay, come on. Okay. Okay, now over here and up. Up. How did that... Once again, a moment where I just sit there and, you know, wonder why it's letting me bounce through.
The devil made this game.
Alright. The devil made this game? Yeah.
Oh, speaking of, actually, have you guys heard of a video game called Sad Satan?
Yeah, I played it back whenever it first came out.
That is... I've only heard the audio. I've only seen the gameplay of it. Can I just say that there is something up with that game.
Actually, I did kind of debunk what it was.
What did they use? I mean, the sounds they were able to create just fascinates me.
One of them is the original exorcism of Elizabeth Gillespie, I think. Otherwise known as Amelia Rose. Or Emily Rose. I mean, was the alias and movie that you could hear. And that's actually one of the audios that you hear a person screaming. The person that made it was slightly schizophrenic and was also very much against the couple of different organizations. I'm not gonna go too far into that, but was against a couple of them for they would be on the guise of watching over kids, but in all reality they were the ones that they should be watched from, if you understand what I'm trying to say.
I see.
That's why you'd hear the audio of what, are we breaking the law? Nah, never. That was two people that were in the organization. The creator of the game was trying to show his anger and his frustrations towards those people, and said pretty much like, kind of like a, oh, you're offended? Well, you should be. So, to quote Watchmen, you know, if you are feeling unsettled, don't be alarmed. It just shows that you're human. But there's a few other things that I wasn't able to really decipher from that game. Mainly because I think I had a fake double. Oh, of the woman screaming?
Oh, no, I just mean in general.
Or the back mask at the very end. Because I still haven't deciphered what he says at the end. There's like a chanting at the very end of the game.
Yeah, I know, I can't understand it either. It almost sounds like it's in another language.
It is.
Yeah, but which one?
That would take some audio equipment.
Well, then again, I probably wasn't watching like the best version of it, and it came out very distorted, unfortunately.
Well, yeah, that's kind of how it is. We would need audio, some audio equipment in order to fully decipher it, though.
You know, I think that would actually be a really cool stream that like all of us could legitimately do if we could get like a few big names up there and just like debunk all the audio of that thing, because that is.
Well, I mean, I would just.
To be perfectly frank with you, that would, number one, be one hell of a stream, and two, that game had psychological torture down pat. Like, legit, that...
I mean, the only thing that it really does...
alone will freak you out.
The only thing it really does is throw you, like, about 3 or 4 different horrific pictures. And there's 2 out of those 3 to 4 that are highly illegal. Well, at least 2, from what I understand. But yeah, I played Sad Satan, and I, to be honest, like, the one that I played, I just walked through and then it flashed like 4 images at me basically, along with a few audio cards related to each image. And then at the very end, you're trapped inside of like a room that you can't get out of while it's chanting over and over again. And you're pretty much forced to kill the program. But other than that, I didn't see anything like relatively weird in my computer or...
Well, the fact that, well,
know.
it just, well, not to someone with like our background, but I'm just saying for like, you know, people who like are like Primal.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I mean, it would be rather psychologically.
I think if they were able, oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that could have actually, I looked into that a bit, and I'm like, wow, this audio alone could be, like, actually psychologically damaging.
Yeah.
I don't play games like that, but I love games like that. I love the work that they put into that. I kind of want to get that capture just a little bit of that magic and get it into my channel. I don't want, you know, like psychologically damaging videos, but you know, but just to be
some
able
of
to
the some of the lost footage types of videos.
No, that's kind of overdone.
Yeah.
I mean, like, but you know what I mean? Not like that exactly, but to be able to like have that, to stimulate that part of the human brain, to activate that fish part of the brain.
Yeah. But yeah, what's funny though is I do understand what you mean, because I can still hear that audio in my head right now.
I know, me too. But it, like, to me, that's like lightning. That's, well, for someone like me, that kind of stuff is like lightning in a bottle.
Yeah. Let's see here. Also, if I'm correct, there was another like murder around this around either today or yesterday.
What? When? Where?
I can't remember completely, like exactly all the details, but I know that it sounds retarded of me going, well, somebody got murdered. Somebody. Most language involving Satan is Latin. Not always.
Like 20, okay. Let's see. Alright, well, there was a lot, actually. There's quite a few.
What?
Let's see. There was one that was broke 15 hours ago. One that was broke 13 hours ago. One was 2 hours ago.
Wow.
Prime Minister Imran Khan on Tuesday ordered an immediate inquiry into the murder of Superintendent of Police Tahir Khan Drawar. I think I watched that. There was someone who was arrested on the suspicion of the murder of Pauline Kilk in Salt Lake Tribune. This was 7 hours ago. A sixth person had been charged in the connection of the death of a 51-year-old woman. Yeah, guns don't kill people. People kill people.
Alright, well.
PSA of the day.
Ooh, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and look at the time.
Wait, was the girl's name Lucy McHugh?
I think. But I'm gonna go ahead and look at the time. Yeah, 2 hours and 41 minutes. You guys have gotten plenty of this game from me. So I'm gonna take a little break after this one of this game, and I will obviously pick it up and we'll grind it again some other time. But there are a few other games that I need to play. 5 more minutes.
5 more minutes, big brother.
Let's see here. I'll give one more small attempt on this area, and then we're gonna go ahead and go.
You're such a pushover, Vash.
That, and I'm tempted on this fucking lamp area. It irritates me that I'm not as far as I was before. And I know that the only thing that that'll do is progressively piss me off even more. And then I'm going to end up getting my ass knocked down from here, and that's just not going to be fun.
What if you hooked onto one of the lamps?
Well, that's what you have to. But the funny thing is with these goofy ass controls, the sledgehammer, instead of going from like the way that it should, it just jerks from one area to the next.
Yeah. That sucks. Noob. Getting called a noob.
Whew. Yeah. And who is that? Grace. Okay.
Ada.
Grace Ada. That's cool. Alright, now. Okay. And oh no, it's fine. I am pretty noobish at this game, mainly because the controls are just fucked. But it's nice that it's nice for you to make it and see my stream and all that good stuff. I mean, even though this is pretty much the end of the stream.
They said, sorry man, that was a joke. I want to test you.
Huh, okay.
No. You don't get to test Vash. That's my job. I get to test the limits of his sanity. Oh, you almost had it. You almost had it. Come on. Come on. You almost.
But you see, you'll see what I'm gonna talk about right here. The moment that I swing up and then the hammer just rejects me completely, that type of shit has been happening all the fucking time for this area. Alright.
Oh, that was good burger.
Okay.
Delicious.
And like that.
to say, while I was walking home tonight with my burger, a little crow landed on my shoulder while I was walking.
Aww.
It freaked me the fuck out. Like, what a... Oh, hey, little fella. What's
It smelled death.
Yeah, he knows the right thing. And he landed on my right side. I just heard the flapping and the feeling or something. Someone was touching me. Like, what? Oh, hey, buddy.
He was just saying hello.
He wanted your burger.
Is it
Yeah, he also-
Is it crows or ravens that remember who does them nice?
Both. Actually, both.
And birds, yeah. They're both very intelligent birds.
Yeah, actually, there was even a story of a mother and daughter who would feed the crows and ravens at their local park, and they did that for a number of years, and then in the winter, or like at one point or another, her daughter had lost like her inhaler or something, and basically a couple days later they found it on their front stoop. They later discovered that one of the birds had actually found it and brought it back to their house. It has actually been proven that ravens and crows do talk to each other, and they do tell each other about different people and how they treat them. If you treat a raven or a crow very well, you've got a good chance that you will have several of them will actually trust you and then come near you, to see if they can get the same kind of treatment from you. And if you feed them, you will then have an army of birds.
Yep.
You will then have an army of birds. And
I used to have that.
A group of crows is called a murder. You know that?
Mm-hmm. And a group of ravens is called the mischief.
I'm not sure what a group of magpies is called. They usually just hang out alone.
Yes.
Okay, and getting up this fucking area and getting back to my fucking grill. I don't care that I've lost. I don't care. I'm getting up there. Son of a whore!
Anyway, that kind of explains why the little baby crow decided to land on my shoulder. Probably gives him spying on me. His parents. You see that guy down there? He gives us free stuff.
He gives us food.
You see that guy down there? He's an asshole.
Yeah, if I wasn't an asshole, I would have been missing another eye. He's blind by now.
That would suck.
Yeah.
Just avoid magpies.
No, I'm friends with him too. A little fella landed on my shoulder. Scared the crap out of me, but once I realized it was just a little bird, like, yeah. Alright, I'm going to slowly give you a couple of chips. Don't fly away now. Sure enough, he ate up some chips. Before I got home, I was almost out of chips, and he flew off. You little bastard, you ate all my chips.
The Grace Ida is wanting you to say something along the lines of it was very bad in Indonesian.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, look at the chat. It essentially means that was just very bad.
I can't say that because I don't speak Indonesian and I don't feel like
I translated it.
Oh no, I don't speak Indonesian, so I don't know how to pronounce any of that, so I'm not going to try it in Botket.
Yeah, I don't know how to either.
But I did translate it.
Yeah. What language was it?
Indonesian.
Oh, just basically, itu adalah part paling susah. If I'm correct. But all that basically translates to is it is the most difficult part. By the way, if I'm correct on my Indonesian, there is a word for part, so good job on Google Translate.
Oh god.
Alright. I am back here. And no. No. Okay, I stay on the red grill. That's about as far as it'll go. Alright, so for everybody that's viewing, thank you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure that if you like us, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. If you love us, however, be sure to support us on Patreon and also, well, hit the notification button. Helps us out a lot. But, did I say helps us out a lot enough? Because it does help us out a lot. It really, really helps us out. Just stops me from getting indigestion and makes me want to not create a one of those Disney Deadpool movies. It makes me want to not do one of those. So I hope you guys are having, but on a serious note, I hope you guys are gonna have a fantastic morning or evening, whichever time in internet land that it is. I hope you're gonna have a great time, and I will see you guys in the next stream. Later.